Hello folks, your host Lord Valrox here, back with some more fake Grand Order. Now, as you may or may not remember, my last video I said I was going to be farming just the Reservoir quest. I may not have even mentioned the name of the quest by its given name, or for that matter, the Ominous Tentacle quest. So this is what I've gained so far. Well, the Snake Jewel Eyes, there was another amount that was gained and then spent, but if you look at the hearts, that's all I've managed to I guess you could say, scavenge in the last couple of days, which would roughly be about 7 or 8 days since I finished up the event, all the quests and everything in order. I hope many of you have already finished or are close to finishing, because this event technically ends within an hour at the moment of this recording, right? I know, I wish I could have done this live, because many people are going to be viewing this and then like, okay, so what? But still, I'm gonna, again, this is how I pretty much get my party set up, with more or less jumping around, moving around the craft essence that's limit broken. And at least for those friends of mine that, I know in person, because they're still kind of finishing up or prefer to farm a certain node. Like, I know one friend of mine is using my Saber, Artoria, in order to farm, I think it was, I think they were farming Nifu Yuki for gears, because that's what they need there, as what would be the word, free to play as can be, and they want to get all the gears as possible. And from what they told me, the gears dropped like crazy. Kind of made me a little tempted to farm for gears, but unfortunately gears are not what I'm looking for. So yeah, this is what my current party setup is. If you're trying to tackle on, I guess, the last couple of quests required boss killers, you got Kukuling to the right and Joan of Arc Altars to the left. And if, again, she's at 6610 now and he's at 5106. Both of them are capable killers in their own respective rights, both being at MP2 respectively. In any case though, let's continue what we came here to do. We're gonna finish the last of the Reservoir quest with the last bit of AP that's being gained there before I tap out. So, usually, again, there you go, that's one of my friends right there, Thunderbolt. Usually, I'd like to go with someone that has a little broken craft essence, so I kind of told them, because to constantly refresh within the last hour, a favor for myself, since I'm doing it in the favor, I'm going to be picking his, since all I'm doing is this quest, going with a full team of Lancers. This is pretty much my setup, so I can farm the most efficient as possible. The 2 DR moves right there. I changed around the limit broken craft to see if DR moves increases it with limit broken, but it makes no difference. So my bonus is, as you see right there, 20 Seal of Archers for total bonus for archers. So let's go ahead and jump into the quest. Nothing but Lancers, folks. That's all I really need. I mean, maybe one rider for the demon, but even then, I guess I could bring one rider. It had to be either Alexander or Alex Kidd. And my Alex Kidd isn't strong, so it had to be Alexander. But I get the job done. I mean, if you've been keeping up with my videos... Sorry, I turned down the volume right there a little. If you're keeping up with my videos, and then you know pretty much that I have no difficulties with this quest. Rinse and repeat, pretty much. And we have, let's see. Siemens has 2 cards that are already wasted. Getting there. Now for the other coup. Thank you. Now, I might do, I guess you could say, not so much as a recap, so much as, what would be the best word description for that? Like a focal point analysis after I'm done with this quest, repeating it until I'm dry out of AP. Pretty much, we have another, I guess, event in the horizon. As many of you already know, well, It's the event with as they like to call it, the drunken lolly, Ibaraki Doji. No, sorry, Shuten Doji. Ibaraki Doji is the banana one, as they call it. Nice! Just what I was hoping for. I know I'm getting too distracted with this. Do apologize. But my point is, everyone's preparing like crazy left and right, more so or less, and I may or may not make a video, I guess, depicting the best way to tackle it. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. I say that primarily because there's other people that have already done it. The only thing I can do is probably, what? Offer teams? But even then, they're probably already discussing teams too. Will I be rolling in the event? Yes. Of course. I want my drunken lolly. Primarily because, as far as I know, Shuten Doji until we get Summer Skaha will be the only other assassin that can mob aside from Phantom of the Opera. Almost died there, huh? I know who to hit with that. Heck yeah. Just in case he gets most of the crit stats. That's about the only useful skill that I think he has. I know it looks like he didn't get most of the crit stars this time around. Nice. I'm surprised Proto-Ku hasn't struck a lot this time around. Let's see. First one better not crit. Not bad at all. Sorry, I'm getting too distracted here. So the focal point of discussion was still farming here on my end, as I already mentioned that. The other thing I want to address is, like I said, rolling in the banner, the upcoming banner for Shuten Doji. What will be my reach? I guess you could say aiming for NP2? No. Possibly MP3. I might have to settle for MP2, but there's always a possibility that I might have to settle for MP1, seeing as how Mama Raiko is also in the horizon. That's rather unfortunate. But what else can you do? Wait. Yeah, I mean, I'd pick anyone else that had it. Killing Black, that would be nice, but that's only if you're in the inverse right there. It would only give for Lancers, so we're not technically getting Lancers, we're getting Archer coins. But like I said, MP2 settle, MP3 hoping for MP3. Seeing as I've been wrong, but again, we're not entitled to anything in the game just because we're rolling. Everything's left up to chance after all. So the Lawani should always be left at the door. Because again, this is the gacha, folks. Nothing else to it. Well then. Makes perfect sense what I need to do. Not bad, cool. Well, aren't you a dumb? There's a good chance you'll crit. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, Scott could have taken the whole thing, and that would have been a heavy penalty on my end. Anyways, though, continuing on. It's obvious what I need to do. This is pretty much the same team that I'm running over and over just to get what I want. Not only those are the two coups good for survivability, but I mean, the regular coup in particular, his skill is Guts, but again, Guts is never touching this, only just the evade and the heal. And then Proto coup is just his crit and his evade. Let's see. Hoping she doesn't kill it. And now that just leaves regular coup to raise up his skill. So get up there. Not bad at all. There. Well, no. Coup has 3 cards, so I won't attack the demon just yet. Me and my logic, huh? Me and my logic. Yeah, I almost died. Scat will have to attack them. So close as well. This one I may want to do. May have gone a little overboard there. Uh-oh. It's okay. He's not gonna die. Won't allow him to die. You were saying, not that he needs it. I'm fairly certain she doesn't need the skill, but I always love activating it regardless. Defense, defense, and then heavy damage. That's part of the reason why I left my scat on there. Everyone else more or less should have at least the 2 Kukulanes. But then again, I know, because of the lack of friend points, no one can really roll. And, well, again, like I said, up until recently, one of my friends, didn't have Kukulane. And they kind of had to rely on, I think, was it... Sorry, I was trying to think of a moment. What was he trying to rely on? Yes, he was relying on Hector for a good long while. Until finally, I think he received Kukulane, and then he raised him as soon as he could, because when I first started this game, he saw me playing with regular Kukulane and making him into a beast. Probably my first Lancer Servant, till I ended up getting Liz, but even then, she was mostly used for mob. And there you have it. And then Proto Coup he got shortly along afterwards, and I think his Proto he managed to level it up to 50. and is trying to get it up to level 60 because he has the materials. I would level my Proto-Ku up higher as well. Unfortunately, I lack the materials, primarily in the Demon Claws department, and so I work with what I got. Seeing as how Ku's cards are all spin, I had to pick. That's primarily the reason why I left Scat on there and didn't leave my... What was his name again? I'm losing the names here. The Armood, yeah, there we go, sorry about that. The Armood wasn't exactly, how should we put it, best character to use, at least not on my support anyways, because he's at level, if I recall, level 30 for mine. Wouldn't exactly be helping. If anything, it's going to be more of a hindrance, despite having the crowd distance. But again, I understand some other people on my friends list would probably end up having... Some other people would probably end up having high level Lancers, and then they wouldn't mind bringing my low level DR move with Limit Broken Crap Destinies, because again, they'd be able to take down this node with no difficulties. But I guess you could say very picky about that and had that. Don't really like it how it displays my lack of dedication to my servants. I mean, I can only do so much. Well, I can go above and beyond like some of the other whales where they farm the nodes. Huh. Well, guess I'm getting quick stars the next turn. Huh, not that many crit stars. Then again, there were buster coins. Just in time. Yeah, there's not a lot of crit stars this time around to warrant using. Let's see. Oh, damn it. Well, it's fine. It's only a 60% chance that hers hits. She really make him stronger. He'd be hitting 40k as his other counterpart if he were at least level 70. Maybe I get the feeling that Proto-Ku's stronger than regular Ku in terms of attack, but survivability wise, regular Ku all the way. Alright. Let's see. Regular Ku all the way, huh? So regular Ku still has one more. I think I'll do this. Could always eliminate the demon. I'll probably end up doing that. Eliminate the demon. Because there's always a chance that Scat won't be able to kill it. Not bad, Scat. I could grail my Scat, but I still haven't decided which servant I want to grail. Let's see. Oh man. He still has a crit skill on there, so he'll do more damage. How much more? Don't know. Not bad for a level 50 character. Yes, I know theoretically I could finish these quests a lot faster, but then again, because I'm not throwing apples at these, there really is no point in doing these faster. It'd be a different story if I were farming with apples. But this is the way it must be. And we're still seeing at the same count, 4 jewels and 11 hearts. If I can just get but one, sorry, 4 more hearts, then I'll be set for 1 more skill for Joan of Arcs. And again, I know the next event will get more hearts as well, but I'd like to have my own set of hearts beforehand as well. And I also have a feeling that Shuten Doji, sorry, again confusing them. Shuten Doji is gonna need at least 5 hearts, I think, for her ascension. So again, going out of my way more. What do we better to use coups? Coup all the way. Fair amount of stars, but not a lot. Huh. Let's see, what else? It's practically there, just need to get the other 2. So close. There we go, there's 1. There's 2. Heavily relying on RNG there, huh? Next turn I want crystals. Not that it'll make much of a difference. 20 stars is a fair amount, but not a lot. And again, I know I'm not really getting on any topics right here. I'm kind of just staying silent, playing quietly because, well, it's usually kind of how I play. Just in case. I really can't give too much insight on this video because I just had my head in the game, I guess you could say, like most people would. I mean, other than what I was mentioning earlier about rolling on the banner for Shuten Doji, and then the other banner where that has, I guess you could say, some people are, well, a lot of people are calling it the bait banner with Kintoki, and I don't blame them. You don't have Kintoki, he's an okay berserker. I say he's okay because Kukulane, in my opinion, outclasses him. But again, pick who you like, pick who's your favorite, pick who catches your eye. Don't go off solely off of stats charts too. Then again, I say that but in the end, you want to be able to beat a lot of these bosses and enemies, and you can only do so much. Nope. You might get all the crystals, but that is what, like I was saying, Goldenborn. Will I roll for him? Might attempt to roll again. I did technically roll for him kind of when he was up with Skasaha and Gilgamesh. Thankfully I got 2 out of the 3 there, with Scat being at least empty 2. I was really lucky as well. But my priority is more so to save the quartz for Shichidoji and Mamaraiko, with both of them at least MP2 minimum, settling for MP1 if I have to respectively, and at least trying for MP3 for both of them. Wish I could get 2 5-star servants in Rome Roll, that'll kind of more or less lessen the burden on me. And yeah, we're kind of done for right now. That's pretty quick. I mean, there's technically, let's see, going off of my time, there's, well, if you're going off of the hour, there's still 11, so I'll be able to do at least one more quest off camera for the ominous tentacles to gain more items, but I didn't get anything else in this video, so that's kind of disappointing because it kind of, again, for those that do follow my videos, that lowers the morale. And I can assure you I didn't use any apples because if you, well, I'll show you, right? Unless of course I did raise some more servants and silver servants and get the apples. But let me show you, right? 11 apples still, folks, 11 apples still, with 28 zinc quartz. And then if we're showing off anything else, oops, you need to go all the way over there. 113 QP million, 113 million QP, when I was last left off of roughly around 500k QP, with some QP spent along the way for skills for certain servants as well. And then if we're going off of any ascensions, let's see. Skandar, I will get him to level 80 eventually so I can finally ascend him. I have his materials. And then I'll get to Shiro eventually I say. And Edmund Dantes unfortunately will have to sit at that level unless of course I manage to get a lot of hearts in the next event. And I mean a lot of hearts apart from the ones that are earned. And unfortunately, like I said, he'll have to stay at that level. Yes, I know I'm a demon for leaving her there still. She's easily raisable. Again, I don't have a need for the archers. And Thug Queen over here, she can be raised. I just need XP cards again. Always the same story. Helena Blavatsky. I wish in this event I could have been farming for more pages because that's what she needed more than anything else. More pages. But hopefully the next event, I haven't looked, but hopefully it drops pages because, again, I had to dedicate to servant ascensions and skills and such. Hans, I'm thinking that he may have to sit there, unfortunately, because he can't take the horseshoes. And Irie, I will get her. I promise I'll get her up there. I know everyone else has her at least level 70 or 80. Astolfo, I'll get Astolfo up there. I know I have the materials. And then also with, let's see, I'll be able to send Thomas Edison as well. And the other one that I won't be able to send right away is Emiya Assassin because of the lack of the bones, and I believe the Drunken Lolly is also gonna need the bones as well. And then Florence Nightingale, I'll get to her as well. Kind of left her behind when E Pluribus Unum came out, and that's it. There you have it. Vion, he may be able to get some feathers this time around. Maybe, I say. Beowulf, I can definitely get him up there for sure. Everything in this week, I'm probably gonna be farming XP cards if anything else. And the other thing that I can think of that one of my other friends mentioned is, let's see. Sorry, give me a moment. They said, yeah, no, well, not that. There is that as well. Law of creation. I need to get around that to strengthen my Gilgamesh because he said that my Gilgamesh was weak because I haven't strengthened the skill. Realistically, yes, I should have done that, seeing as how it's only what, oh, well, I mean 20, 40, 60, 80 AP. That's a lot of AP, mind you. And again, that's Gilgamesh right there. The Twin Spear Rose, again, it could have helped Diarmuid there as well. Alexander as well. And the rank up quest, the only thing I can think of is sitting right here. The ones that I do have available are Jin K, Medusa, Martha, that's it. I mean, I really haven't tackled any of these rank up quests because the majority of these low stars heroes that I have, unfortunately I don't have them at Ascension 4. Close, maybe like, let's see, Lubu, I think, no. Actually, no. A lot of these servers I don't. That's kind of sad. There you have it, folks. Pretty much done for the moment. Like I said, on my own, those last couple of minutes I'll run the quest one more time. Hopefully I can get one more heart at least to add to the collection, right? So if you're still finishing up at the time of the making of this video, or again after it's posted, again, this is your host Lord Valdrox wishing you tons of luck. And just to do a send-off type of thing, I'm only gonna do a ticket. Not expecting anything. Later, Skandar Banner, it was an honor playing alongside your event. Yeah, nothing good. Saber Giles? Who am I kidding? Save all the tickets? Yeah, I already spent a whole lot of quartz, and if I want a chance at getting another Skandar, again, like I said, that ship has sailed. I already mentioned multiple times, even though I tried again. Well, there you have it, folks. If you're still trying on the banner, you got, as of the making of this video, what it says right there on the quest, 47 minutes. Again, though, like I said, this is your host, Lord Valdrox, wishing you tons of luck. Finishing up if you're still finishing up. And good luck if you want to still run the gacha. Although, like I said, we got another event coming up right after this, when maybe, 6-7 days from the time of the end of this video recording. In any case, though, do take care.